into my kitchen today to show you one of my personal favorite recipes, kale chips. Why did I pull this recipe out of the Fit Yummy Mummy cookbook to show you today? Well, because I'm a huge fan of potato chips, in particular Mystic chips from Sam's Club. However, you cannot be lean, fit, energetic, strong, nor call yourself a Fit Yummy Mummy if you're always diving into a bag of potato chips. So a healthy alternative, which is also a much more supportive alternative, is making something called kale chips. What the heck is kale? Well, kale is a very coarse green that is loaded with vitamins A, K, C, plus they are high in fiber, protein, calcium, iron, so you're going to get a heck of a lot more out of kale chips than potato chips could ever give you. So what I'm going to do is show you how quick and easy it is to make this snack, something that you can turn to when you do have those crunchy munchies, something that's salty, and there are so many different versions of how to make kale chips. I'm just going to show you one of my favorites. So what you're going to need, I have a bag of prepared kale greens. They've been rinsed, they've already been torn, but you can also find kale in the produce section of your grocery store. That is the full kale chip, or the full kale leaf. You'll just have to kind of rip those apart to make it ready. What I'm going to be doing is adding in a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, spritzing in some balsamic vinegar, and adding in to taste some sea salt and fresh cracked pepper, and something that gives my kale chips a little kick, some cayenne pepper, some chili powder. Of course, you can play around with different seasonings out of the herbs that you do have in your cabinet. This is just my favorite. So I'm going to whisk that up and show you how to mix the kale chips. Very important to measure out 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And you're going to spritz in your balsamic vinegar. Mine has a little spray top, so you just kind of spritz that in there. Then, this is to taste. You can go crazy on it, you can go light. And sea salt. Then some chili powder. So I'm just going to whisk this up. Now I've got the marinade ready to lightly coat my kale leaves. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is just reach my hand in here and pull out 3 handfuls of kale. If you want to go crazy and measure it, you can, but 2 cups of kale is like 40 calories. So it's not like you have to measure out something that's green, worrying that's going to go over your calories for that day. That's not how we do it here. You focus on protein and produce. This is a produce item, and of course you want to go heavier on the items that are green and natural. The things that you do want to measure out and watch for calories are your higher calorie healthy foods, which are like your healthy fats like olive oil. So I'm just doing 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to use my hand to move these leaves around just so they become lightly coated with that marinade. I can tell now that they're lightly coated because all the leaves have a little glisten to them. So what I'm going to do is take the marinated kale leaves and I'm just sticking them right on a non-stick baking sheet. And I did hit preheat on my oven over here for 350 degrees prior to starting record. Just make sure that you spread these out. Nice layer on here, and you could go ahead and add extra fresh cracked pepper, salt, any other seasoning that you want to add that extra kick of flavor. I'm going to add some extra chili powder. Alright, then all you're going to do, take your marinated kale leaves, stick them in the oven 350 degrees. Those are going to cook for about 15 minutes. You're going to go do something else. Hey, you can go do your Fit Yummy Mummy workout while those are cooking. Go play with your children, help them with homework, do the dishes. You can be doing things while your food is cooking so it's not taking up too much time for you to be in the kitchen. All right, we'll be back in about 15 minutes to see how these cooked. Oh my gosh, are these delicious. If you've never tried kale chips before, you've got to try them. And I've been cheating because I've been eating them. Pulled them out, stuck them in a bowl, munch away. Keep your eye on the clock. You don't want to go over 15 minutes, kind of check on them. I'm going to keep them in the middle rack so they don't turn black. And my husband Patrick will tell you about that in a minute. But this is a great alternative, and it's a healthy alternative. How much time to spend doing this? A few minutes prepping it, throw it in the oven. You're busy doing something else, it's done. Stick these in a Ziploc baggie. Plan to eat them, or when you have a salty, crunchy craving, the crunchy munchies, pull these out. Delicious. Hey Tyler, what are you trying?
I'm trying salad chips.
Salad chips.
Now this is a fun way to try salad.
It is. Look at that. Kale chips. Approved by Tyler.
Bye, Pit Yummy Mummies.